Hello, so welcome to another edition of FanFormula, or if you're reading this from my blog, Female Formula Fun. Hello! So this week's FanFormula questions are about sort of the future of Formula One and like who I support and things like that. So I'm just going to start from the top. So question one is, what is it about F1 as a sport that you love, and what do you hope this season will bring? I've been Formula fan since I was 11. I've been watching it for a long time now. What I love about it is the fact that it's such a humongous sport, and yet people still don't know hardly anything about it. I love talking to people about it, obviously not boring them to death, but I like chit-chatting to people about the sport and sort of surprising them with how much I do know. People, everyone knows that, oh, I talk about the blokes, or I fancy them and I like this about them, but they forget as well that I do watch the sport and I do know a little bit more what's going on. So it's always nice to surprise people. And what I'm looking forward to this season, I'm hoping we don't get a Vettel domination. I'm looking for, new teams coming forward. I'm hoping teams like Caterham and Marussia will come through a little bit more from the mid to the midfield. I'm hoping some of the midfield teams like Mercedes will challenge a bit more with the Ferraris and the McLarens. So I'm hoping for a nice mixed up season. That would be really good. Question two, what team driver do you support and why did you choose to support them? I don't support a team. I usually tend to support drivers. It's changed over the last few years who I've supported, but for drivers sort of this year, I always support Mark Webber and Jenson Button, but I support a few team drivers at the back, so like Kobayashi, Perez, Kovalainen. I can't say it today. Kovalainen. Oh my god, Kovalainen. Oh, forget it. It's Heike, and Vitaly Petrov. A few teams at the back I like to support. I am a little. That's a lie. Actually, I'm a little bit of a Caterham fan because I think what they're doing with the money they've got is quite fantastic, really. So yeah, that's the sort of team that I choose to support. Question three: if you could be put in charge of F1 for the day, what three rules would you put into the sport? Right, I had to think about this all last night to work out what I was going to do. So, number one, I would put back refueling. I still don't find it a bit dangerous at the start of races that we have a full fuel tank. So that'd be the first one. Number two would be a bit like not a loyalty card, but a steward's warning card. And if you tangle with the same drivers, over several times in the season, looking at you, Hamilton and Massa, you have to do the thing you used to have to do at school when you didn't like someone. You'd have to, go and talk to them, and then in front of everyone, you'd have to shake hands and agree on something. I'd like a little loyalty card scheme, probably for Petrov and Schumacher as well. And if you do it again over so many times, you get points deducted, or things like that. The third one as well is, I think, a more sensible one is points for fastest laps and poles. I find it odd in other places, even in rally, they do fastest power lap stages where the first three get extra points. And I know 1 and 2 points doesn't sound that much good, but think about it for qualifying. If teams like Caterham and Lotus are going for pole, it makes it not only a topsy-turvy grid because they're sort of out of position, but they'll get more money for it at the end of the season. So surely it's a bit of a win-win for everyone, really. Obviously, unless Red Bull dominate, which, is it pointless. But I'd like to see that come back into Formula One. And bonus question, if I was a team principal, which two drivers would I want to drive for me and why? I would pick, if I could pick anyone, I'd probably pick Webber. And I'd put him together with Nico Rosberg, because Nico Rosberg is really good and he's done really well at Mercedes, but he needs somebody he can sort of bounce off a little. Schumacher is a bit too elder statesman. I think Nico and Mark in a team would be amazing because, Nico's still got time and Mark hasn't got that long left, which upsets me. And it'd be lovely to see them two in a team together because I think they're both experienced enough to not be rookie and experienced driver. And it'd be nice to see them two as a partnership, really. someone you wouldn't necessarily think of picking together. So yeah, that's my fan formula this week. It's a bit short. Don't forget, if you want to catch up with like blog posts or to the fan formula, or catch up with me on Twitter, it's all down here under in the Facebook box. YouTube box. I do apologise today. I think I've got brain freeze. So yeah, hope you have a nice day, and I will see you next week. So bye.